Adding emphasis with color and contrast. Here's an example of what we will be doing for our emphasis project. If you would like to download your pictures from the Google Drive, you will want to have your Google Drive open, locate your folder. We are looking for a picture to use for this project. Once you have found your picture, you will want to download it. Click on the bottom down arrow right here. Feel free to pause and replay this video as much as you need in order to understand what you're supposed to do. Okay, so now we have downloaded our picture. We need to go move that into our H drive. I think, yes. So we will go into our H drive or our downloads. We will want to locate the picture. I have a lot in my downloads. I need to clean it up. Here it is. We are going to Control-C on our keyboard and then go to our H drive, go to our photography folder, and Control-V to complete that task. As you can see, I've done this a couple times today. Now we will want to go into Photoshop. Go ahead and open that. Remember, we want to get a similar canvas that we're all working from because we all use different things to take our pictures. So we're going to do File, New. Yours is going to be a black screen, and off to the right it'll have Untitled-1. We'll go ahead and rename this Emphasis and your last name. My last name is Summerlot, so I'm putting that. Maybe your last name is Jones. You'll put Jones as your last name. In this section, if you have a side-to-side picture, you'll want your width to be 10 inches and your height to be 8 inches. If your picture is up and down, your width would be 8 inches and your height would be 10 inches. Once you've done that, you can change your the way your picture is aligned. I'm forgetting the word right now. If it's up and down or side, your orientation. You can select the picture there. And mine says OK, but I believe yours says create. So we'll press that, and we now will have a white box in front of us. We now want to open up our picture. So we'll do File, Open, and we will go to our H drive, find our picture, and double click on it. Now we have two tabs up at the top. We want to get this picture onto our blank canvas. To do that, we will click on the picture and we'll want to select all. So I'm going to show you long version since this is a video. You can either press Control-A or you can do Select All. Now you have a dotted line going around your picture. At this point, we would like to copy it. You can either press Control-C on your keyboard or you can go to Edit, Copy. Now we want to bring it over to our other canvas. Click on that tab, and now we would like to paste. You either hit Control-V on your keyboard or Edit, choose V. Uh-oh, my picture's really big. Your picture might be too small, or it might be perfect. Everyone has a different situation. In my case, I need to make my picture smaller. So I would like to see the entire frame so I know how small I need to make it. So over here in this left-hand area, we have a magnifying glass tool. You'll want to click on it. Mine has a plus sign in the middle of it. Yours might have a minus sign. Whatever you need it to do, you can choose those options up at the top. I need to zoom out, so I'm going to press the minus sign. Click, 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 click. Now we need to transform the image so that it can fit onto the 8x10 size. We want to make sure that when we're doing this, that we do not hurt the integrity of the piece by making it too skinny or too tall. What you'll do is you'll go up to, you can either hit Control-T or on your keyboard, or you can go to Edit, Transform, and Scale. So as you can see, the white line around it, it shows your entire image. You can move it around, but we need to make it smaller, or you might need to make yours bigger. Whatever your case is, this is where we're going to resize it. Some of your image might appear to have, in quotations, fallen off of your canvas, and that is perfectly fine. Just arrange it the way you want it. It's a part of trying to get our projects to be on the same aspect ratio so that when I print it, it prints correctly. At this point, what you'll want to do is you'll want to press and hold the Shift button on your keyboard and drag in the corners. Please only drag in the corners. Do not drag in from the sides or the side. Watch what happens. It gets too skinny or it gets too wide. We do not want that. So I'm going to undo it, go back to holding the Shift button and resizing it. So I'm just trying to get the sides to match up, and then I'll resize it. Uh-oh, I have some white space, so I'm going to have to make it a little bit bigger by pulling and dragging. Arrange it the way I want it, and then you can either double click on your mouse, press enter on your keyboard, or select this check mark. Now our white box is gone. I'm going to go back over to this arrow button at the top of our tools button. If you hover over any of these, it tells you the name of them, and if you press and hold, you get options, just for future reference. I'm going to select the arrow button, and I'm going to make sure I don't have any white marks on mine. Perfect. Now I need to zoom in, so I'm going to click on the magnifying glass tool, or you can press Z on your keyboard. And now there's a minus sign in there, and I need it to be a plus. So you're going to go up to the plus sign and zoom in to what you need. You might not need to zoom, it depends on your situation. All right, we're ready to go. At this point, you can pretty much follow along with the tutorial, or you can just follow like the paper tutorial, or you can just follow along with this video. Right now, we'll unclick this lock button over in the layers panel, and we want to get rid of this layer. So we're going to drag it down here to the trash can. Now it says layer 1. If you're following along in your paper booklet, that's not going to match. So we're going to double click that, and so we can change it, and we can type in background and then press enter. Now we're going to drag this layer down to the new layers icon down here. It's right next to the trash can at the bottom of the layers panel. Now we have 2 copies of the same layer. Fantastic. We want to make sure this top layer is highlighted. Yours, I think, is gray. Mine is highlighted blue. Same thing, we just have a slightly different version of Photoshop on each other's computers. We want to turn this top layer black and white. So you can go to Edit, I'm just kidding, not Edit, Image, Adjustments, and either you're going to choose black and white or desaturate. Sometimes our school computers let us use one over the other. You'll just have to figure that out, what works best for you. We're going to choose black and white and OK. Now this reminds me, our computers are poopy heads sometimes. We need to save this while we're working. So we're going to go File, Save As, go to our H drive and our photography folder. Make sure it says Emphasis and then your last name, and make sure it says Photoshop or .psd underneath, and click Save. Okay, click OK. So now our top layer is black and white and our bottom layer is color. It's exactly what it is. It's a layer. So what we're going to do in order to emphasize with color is we are going to go over to our eraser tools and click on the eraser. I think yours looks like a rectangle where half of it's colored in and the other half is just an outline. At this point, you are going to erase that top layer where you want to see color. Get all wonky, uh-oh, didn't mean to do that. You can do Edit, Step Backwards, or Alt-Control-Z. If you want to zoom in and be really particular, you can use your magnifying glass, ooh, too much, tool, and zoom into where you would like to zoom into. Okay. If you are erasing and you want to make your brush bigger or smaller, up here, there's a little drop-down menu, and you choose Size. So now you just erase, 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 erase. Now I'm just going to do this really quick for the sake of the video because I want you guys to practice more than listening to me. I'm sure you want to do that too. So pretend like it's all done. We'll hit Control Save, just to make sure. And if you're completely done, you'll do File, Save As, keep this the same, but change it to JPEG. Okay. And hit Save. I'm going to add video because I don't really want to get rid of the one that I did finish for the sake of this video. So just save it. This option, I always bring the toggle all the way over and press OK. So now you've finished your project. At this point, what you can do is you can turn it in on Canvas. But here's what I would like for you to do. I would like for you to get onto your blog. Create a blog, upload your original picture and this picture, your finished product, explain what you were asked to do and what you did. Why did you choose that picture? Why did you choose to emphasize what you emphasized by making it in color? And then you'll go onto Canvas, upload your final image, so the one black and white with the pop of color as your project, and then in the comments section, put your web address to the blog post. And then that way I can download your pictures and possibly hang some up, and also I can go grade your blog. So once again, the finished product will look something like this, or at least for the picture I chose. If you have any questions, please ask. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.